The National Mental Health Act of 1946. Some background. The mental health of veterans and draftees was devastating. Many veterans had previous undiagnosed mental disorders, which were only worsened after their wartime experiences. They had very little help regarding their mental health. The VA did not have funds nor resources to help the veterans. Families began pushing for reforms in therapeutic services. Clinicians also advocated for reforms to bolster their profession and to gain federal funding so that they could better help those with mental illnesses. Push for the National Mental Health Act, the NMHA. Psychiatrists such as Robert Felix, William Menninger, and Lawrence Kuby spoke about the shortages of trained clinicians and how these deficits worsened military morale. They also mentioned how if there were more clinicians, then early intervention practices could be enforced, which would help ease the post-war transition for the soldiers. Additional benefits would be to humanize the federal government and save money on taxes. Mental illness costs a lot of money, so to offset the cost, they would change mental illness to mental health. The Mental Health Campaign. New campaigns are made to address mental health issues rather than mental illness. With mental health as the new idea, treatment plans would change. Captain Robert Nystrom, a recent recovery from manic depression, contrasted his treatments from his mental illness with the treatment he received for the care of his mental health. He received better treatment for mental health issue than when he had been diagnosed with a mental illness. Thus, the National Mental Health Act was signed into law by President Truman on July 3, 1946. Its goal was the improvement of the mental health of the people of the United States. It provided financial support for research into psychological disorders, professional training, and grants to states for mental health centers and clinics. The NMHA laid the foundation for the National Institute of Mental Health, the NIMH. The NIMH moved from a state-level grants to a national level. Robert Felix pioneered the NIMH, and he stated that the guiding philosophy which permeates the activities of the NIMH is that prevention of mental illness and the production of positive mental health, and that would be an attainable goal. Thus, from the NMHA Act of 1946, we now have the amazing benefits of the NIMH.